Me and my partner Pratish, we run a firm called Smitch. Okay, so you guys must have seen the lighting strips and you must have seen a couple of demo kits which we have here. So today, what I wanted to talk about was not the products, not what we do. It's why we do what we do. So both of us, we started off as student entrepreneurs. We started the company when we were in second year of college. We're from PhD Tech, and this is our background. So we study robotics and automation. And we've been working on multiple projects at multiple places. We were working for the autonomous cars, we were working for the defense, we were working for a lot of people right from college, and then we finally came out to commercialize one or the other idea. And at that point of time, when we were in college, there were a lot of home automation companies which we were looking at. And there were two types of systems. One was a wired system and one was a wireless system. And the thing was, it all started when we wanted to automate our house. And we approached 4 to 5 people. And the least quotation which I got was 6 lakh rupees for a 2-bedroom house. I was like, this is ridiculous. And then we started developing our product and we got a couple of patents on it and then we made a product out of it. Now, why did we do what we do? Because 6 lakh rupees was a budget which I thought as an automation engineer is ridiculous. So then we came out with the product, and the product is Smitch. Okay, so it's this small, and it goes behind your switchboards and automates your entire house. So you can control your lights, your fans, your sockets, whatever, through voice control. And what we did the best was we got the module, got rid of all the extras which were not necessary in the system, and then brought down the cost from 6 lakhs to 60,000 rupees. At present, we are the most affordable solution in the market. What was earlier 6 lakhs is now 60,000 and in your reach. Secondly, what brought us even further is our aim at looking ourselves as one of the best product developers in this field. So when we started off, we were more of a hardware manufacturer. This is what we manufactured and this is what we designed. Unlike other startups in the market today, we had a lot of problems coming up with something called the valuation. So whoever is a startup founder here would have understood, what it takes to bring out a valuation. So you have your cash flow statements, you have your P&L, you have a lot of things. Now, trust me, for those who are going to become an entrepreneur, that doesn't mean anything. What it means is, you guys are just showing a bunch of hype numbers out to investors, trying to pitch your idea. What I would, push you to do further would be go for a sustainable development. There's a small piece of script which I want to share. How many of you have read the book 0 to 1, Peter Thiel? Right? So in that, there's a concept called 0 to 1. Now, what this concept is you have an x-axis and you have a y-axis. So you have 0 to 1 and 0 to n. It's two simple concepts. It's called innovation and it's called globalization. Okay? To put it in a very simple way, you take a typewriter to a Chinese, he'll make 100 typewriters out of one. That's globalization. He's going to scale it. You take a typewriter to an American, he'll make a keyboard out of it. That's called innovation. And what pushes a company further is innovation. Yahoo was one of the biggest guys and they got sold down for peanuts. The reason being innovation stopped. The moment you stop innovating in your entire product cycle or your service cycle or whatever you might be doing, your company comes to a standstill. And what I would push everybody to do further is let aside the valuations. Don't get put down if you don't get your valuations, if you don't have investors coming on board. What you should push further is what you believe in. Go for what you believe in, go for your idea. One day or the other, people will come behind you. So it took us like around 7-8 months to raise our seed fund. We knocked every single VC in the country. You name it, we went. So Axel, Helion, every single guy. And then finally, I don't know one day how it happened. So once I got back to Coimbatore after 6 months of staying in Bangalore, I got a random lead from one of my faculty members. And I was given contacts of 3 people, and all three of them, gave us funding, and then we raised a seed fund of around 2 crores, 2.1 crores. Second is, what I want to put forward is, once you raise your funding, be very, very careful as to what you do with your money. It is not about you going and throwing money and burning it. It's more about how do you have a sustainable burn rate. If you're burning X amount of money in a month, what are you doing with the money? So it is more as to how much do you make in a month as equivalent to how much do you spend. We broke even in 6 months, which was one of the fastest for any product development companies to break even. And second is, as I said, coming back to the point of valuations and raising a greater fund. Funds are always needed because today we are in a market where muscle power, says everything. Each one of you, it's applicable for everybody. You have a competitor who gets funded, he pushes forward. So when you have to do that, what actually you have to focus on is your agility. You have to be agile enough to change your ideas from time to time. As a product developer, as a founder, what is the most important thing is, I always think my product is right. I always have the feeling that, my product is the best product in the world. That you can only validate if 100 other people tell you that your product is the best product. It's not, it's not having your own feeling that the product is the best product. So go to people, ask them about your product, ask them to experience the product, see what they have to say, and then keep changing your product over and over again. And at some point of time, you hit the jackpot. How many of you have heard of Airbnb? It's a portal where you can book stays, right? So Airbnb had to reiterate 3 times before they got it right. Now, if you don't get it right the first time, please don't stop at it. Keep going forward. And especially people who are starting with newer technologies, you guys are in 3D printing. So 3D printing is a technology where you guys have to innovate. It is open source, we know it. The thing is, you have to come forward with innovation. You have to come forward with something which is different. And it applies for everybody here. It applies for us, it applies for you, it applies for every single guy who's here. So all I want to say before I put down the mic is, those of you who are willing to start off, come out with different ideas, come out with concepts. As I said, it's not about globalizing, it's about innovating. That is what is more important. And if you guys need any help from both of us, we are always available. And for those of you who have not seen a demo, you can always watch a demo. And thank you so much. All the best to all the gamers. And thank you so much for Mahayudh. Thanks a lot, man.